themselves. And now we're talking about, when are we going to see that rain coming in? Well, the majority of it's going to be coming in on Sunday, and we're going to talk about that more coming up in your 7-day forecast. For now, let's head back to Val at the desk.
Your voice, your vote. As we move closer to the general election, we're learning more about where congressional and state candidates stand on issues. This is an accountability session just wrapping up at the St. Pius Catholic Church on the east side. Candidates addressed public education, health care, immigration, and ballot initiatives. The Pima County Interfaith Council hosted that event, and it was well attended. In the race to represent the 2nd Congressional District, Democrat Ann Kirkpatrick and Republican Leah Marcus Peterson will face off in a televised debate. That'll take place on October 9th, and it'll happen at the Tucson Jewish Community Center starting at 7 o'clock. It is open to the public. And to stay up to date with the latest events, polls, and coverage involving this year's elections, head to our website, KGUN9.com, and follow us on social media. Some companies could be using your pictures on social media for their own advertisements. How to find out if you've been affected. You're watching KGUN9 on your side. Well, we know stealing online movies is a copyright crime, but did you know your pictures might be ripped off the internet and used to sell all sorts of stuff? Faye Fredericks with our sister station in Phoenix takes us inside the shadowy world of bootleg images and how to know if you might be owed millions.
Well, this girl is not a professional model, but she is the face of immigration, education, and childcare in various countries all around the world. She inadvertently signed away the rights to her pictures, and she's certainly not alone.
It happened to former NFL player turned aspiring fitness model Paul Green while he was sitting on his couch reading a magazine.
And I turned the page and I actually went right by it. And then it hit me, and so I went back a page and I was like, that's me. Like, there's no getting around it. That's me.
A company using his picture to advertise their product without paying him or even telling him.
You know, it happens more than you think. It's very common now for photographers to have their own stock photo libraries that they are peddling or selling out there as a second source of income.
Beverly Hills attorney Doug Johnson has represented superstars from Sylvester Stallone to blues legend B.B. King. But he says pictures being used without consent or payment can happen to anyone.
People that do family photos. Lots of people have their photos taken at a park or down at the beach. And if you're not careful about what you're signing, you might be giving the photographer all the rights to that photo.
In Green's case, he'd paid a well-known photographer to take professional modeling shots. When he went to pick up the pictures, he thought he was just signing a receipt until he saw his image being used to sell a fitness product in a magazine.
But so it was doubly upsetting to me that not only did I not get paid, but I actually paid.
Even simple vacation photos can be tricky if you try to sell them.
I mean, anybody taking a picture, whether you take it with your iPhone or a camera, you immediately own the copyright to that picture. But inside that photo, the courts have all held that the person in the photo actually has their right of publicity.
So before you sell that great vacation pic to a stock photo site, make sure you have a release from anyone in it. And if you hire a photographer, Johnson says there's really no reason you should have to sign anything at all.
All right, so how do you know if your picture has been used without your permission? Well, Google has a reverse image search where you can essentially drag a picture and see if it's floating around anywhere else on the web. While not perfect, Johnson says that is still probably your best bet to keep them honest.
All right, that's good to know. And Ivan's been doing just that in between all of his weather stuff, right, Ivan?
Reverse searching all of my images, making sure I'm not getting loss of money. Hey, right now, it's a picture of this Tuesday coming up. Rain is on the way. Val?
All right, plus why the Wildcats got off to such a slow start and last night's loss to USC. You're watching KGUN9 on your side.
Now, first warning weather on KGUN 9 on your side.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez filling in for Kyler Diggs. You can check out that wind right now. That's looking at our sky cam at the Catalinas. Those palm trees are really moving. We're seeing winds coming out maybe about 15, 16 miles per hour. Temperatures right now at 85 degrees. Yeah, right there coming out of the southwest at 16 miles an hour. And remnants of Hurricane Rosa are coming in, and it's going to give us a lot of rain over the next couple of days here. Temperatures across the country, we see Dallas at 79, 71 for LA, 67 degrees over in San Francisco. A closer look into our area. Phoenix at 87, Yuma 81, Palm Springs 94. Right now in Nogales, you're at 81 degrees. Cells at 86. Same for Casa Grande, 86 degrees for them right there. Looking at Hurricane Rosa right now, we're really getting the remnants of the storm as it's making its way in there. You see the path that it's going to be taking, that moisture coming in toward Tucson right there, pulling north. We're seeing that beginning tonight. Some folks are already maybe seeing some scattered showers out there, but really we're going to start to see that by tomorrow. You see Tucson getting some rain. Most of us maybe seeing less than half of an inch, some isolated parts, a little bit more than that. By Tuesday, though, you see that rain really begin to pick up a little more. The majority of it really west, south of Tucson. They're getting hit a little bit more. You see maybe an inch and a half, maybe to 2 inches of rain. But most of us here in Tucson, southern Arizona, along the international border, we're all going to be seeing some sort of rain coming your way. Let's check in now at your lower temperatures for tonight. 64 in Douglas, 61 in Bisbee, Oracle 63, Marana 70 degrees. You can see that rain over there, right there. You're going to be seeing some of that tonight. Picacho 70 degrees. Our low for tonight going to be 70 as well. Summer Haven a nice chilly 54 degrees. Looking at our high temperatures now for tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit cooler. We're going to see now coming up in your 7-day how we're sticking with those mid 80s throughout your whole work week. To start it off, 81 for your high tomorrow in Nogales, 85 in Marana. Casa Grande, your high of 83. 3 points, 82. Our high for tomorrow in Tucson, nice 86 degrees. Summer Haven, chilly still 61 right there. Overnight in Tucson, we're going to expect some rain coming in. Our low for tonight of 70 degrees right there around 5 a.m. Tomorrow in Tucson, our high of 86. Going to see that rain, some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. So you want to make sure that if you have to change your wipers, do it now before that heavy rain starts in the line really at AutoZone, at any other store to get those wipers. Now, 7-day forecast, 60% chance of rain for Monday and Tuesday. Breezy conditions sort of diminishes as the week goes on, your rain chances, but it should stick mid-80s throughout the rest of the week. Let's head over to Jason now for sports.
All right, thank you, Ivan. It was Hispanic Heritage Night at Arizona Stadium, and it was Yo No Comprendo why it took the Wildcats offense so long to get going. USC with a 24-20 win over the U of A. Only 43,000 on hand to see Arizona and the Trojans in the second quarter, 10-0 USC. Cedric Ware rips off a 26-yard run. The Trojans led 17-0 at halftime. Wildcats quarterback Khalil Tate continues to be a one-dimensional QB. He's battling a twisted ankle, just 38 yards rushing, tough to elude defenders. Then it is Ware again. This TD run goes for 69 yards. He finished with 173 yards on the ground. It was a 24-0 USC lead in a game full of penalties. Wildcats looking terrible to that point, but they begin a comeback. Tate to the end zone. Stanley Berryhill extends for the catch. Arizona's on the board. It is 24-7. Fourth quarter now. Tate, he's looking for more, and this time he is going to go to Cedric Peterson. Where was this earlier in the game? It's 24-14 at that point, and the Wildcats with some life. So we go to the late fourth quarter now. TD that just took up too much of the clock to get it in the end zone. Gary Brightwell with the score, but they missed the extra point and could not convert the onside kick. USC wins 24-20 as we get post-game reaction.
I thought our energy level to start the game was excellent. I thought there was, we in the middle of the game, it's hard to have that energy level when you're not moving the football offensively.
We didn't play hard all 4 quarters. I think we started playing hard, but it didn't come till the second half, or fourth quarter to be exact. So I think that's something that, in order to, to be a good team or be a team that's, even halfway decent, you just have to play all 4 quarters. And that's what we didn't do.
I don't know, we just didn't execute. Like Khalil said, we're a great football team, and we just got to stop waiting until the second half to start executing our plays.
Next up, Cal at home. All right, to the NFL, and the future is now for Josh Rosen and the Cardinals. Rosen making his first NFL start. He takes over an offense that's last in points, last in yards, and every other category for that matter. Rosen selected number 10 overall in the draft. His receivers dropped a number of passes today, down 17-10 though in the fourth quarter. Rosen finds Chad Williams for the touchdown to tie the game, his first career TD pass. And Rosen, he wants the football as a souvenir. I don't blame him. All right, tied at 17, just under 2 minutes to go. Phil Dawson from 45 yards out for the lead. No, it's wide. So the field goal no good. Seattle takes over the ball. Final seconds now, Sebastian Janikowski from 52 yards out.